The first unmanned aerial vehicles were created in the early 1900s by Nikola Tesla and William Crozier. In recent years, drone technology has really come into its own, with amateur drones getting more advanced and popular than ever before. With so many different types of drones on the market, from mini drones to professional quality, it can be hard to know where to start when you're looking for your first drone or wanting to upgrade yours. Drones were originally developed for military purposes, but with the recent surge in consumer drones, they are now being developed for commercial use as well. The history of drones demonstrates that, while the initial interest in drone technology was military, commercial drones now have a wide range of applications. Commercial drones can be traced back to Otto Lilienthal, who is credited with building the first working manned glider captured on video and documentation, 1891. The history of drones and toy drones demonstrates that, like most modern technology, both have their roots firmly planted in military use. The origins of toy drones can be traced back to 1907, when Percy Spey filed a patent application for the first known wind and string-controlled flying machine, later known as a kite plane. Drones have advanced by leaps and bounds since the first patent application for a kite plane. Toy drone history is one of evolution rather than revolution. Many aspects of today's toy drone technology harken back to designs from decades ago, but with modern materials, they can now fly impressively long distances. When was the idea of drones first conceived? Drones can be traced back to 1849, when Austria attacked Venice with destructive unmanned balloons. Nikola Tesla was another important name in drone history at the turn of the 20th century when he developed an unmanned aerial vehicle that could be controlled remotely via a wireless power beam to transport images and information over short distances. Tesla's remarkable invention is said to have been the first unmanned aerial vehicle, and the technology he created was designed to go virtually undetected. History of drones, the first drone. Percy Spey flew a radio-controlled kite plane in 1907. Archibald Lowe, the first director of the Royal Aircraft Establishment in Farnborough, developed a radio-controlled electric drone in 1916 by incorporating a gyroscope into the control system and igniting explosives in an engine behind the pilot. The kite plane patent application was filed at least 3 years earlier, in 1904, indicating that these two inventors were not working together. In the early 1900s, both military and toy drones made significant advances. Archibald attempted to develop an unmanned aerial vehicle that could be used for bombing missions in 1917, but due to a lack of funds from the British, this did not materialize. The history of toy drones is largely one of trial and error, with relatively small steps taken each decade. But it is worth noting that both France and Germany recognized the potential military applications of unmanned aerial vehicles during this time period as well. The pigeon-guided missile was developed during World War I in an attempt to guide missiles using a pigeon as the controller. When it came to accuracy, this method proved ineffective, so better technology was required to allow such weapons to be used successfully. The first drone attack occurred in 1918, when the United States Post Office launched drones against German targets in the hopes of using them for reconnaissance. History of drones, modern drones. The Royal Army of the Netherlands developed the first modern drone for military purposes as an alternative to artillery. Until now, most drones were controlled remotely by a pilot on the ground. These new fairy rotors could fly by themselves and used gyroscopes to help control flight. When the Royal Air Force was established in 1918, the United Kingdom required an effective and efficient method of training pilots. A popular method of target practice was towing gliders behind crewed planes. However, that approach did not provide a realistic simulation of engaging hostile fighters in real-world combat. Following the appearance of the DH.88, the de Havilland DH.82B Queen Bee aircraft was used for aerial target practice as a low-cost radio-controlled drone. Many consider it to be the first modern drone, though there are other contenders. Entry of U.S. Army in the drone battle. Admiral William H. Stanley, commander of the United States Navy, witnessed a Queen Bee test flight in 1936. He was so impressed with the advancements in radio control that he directed the development of a similar system for combat training. The resulting QF-2 drone was used by the Navy beginning in 1940, and later by the United States Army Air Forces during World War II to provide anti-aircraft gun crews with targeting practice. Lieutenant Commander Delmar Fani was tasked with developing a drone similar to the UK's Queen Bee and the US's QF-2. He is credited with creating a radio control system capable of controlling up to 7 aircraft at once. These drones were known as Firebees, and they played an important role as spies in the Vietnam War, relaying vital information back to base. These early drones were controlled via cables or radio links, allowing them to fly in real time. Initially, most drones were target aircraft or drone surveillance aircraft with limited capabilities, but this would change as newer generations of unmanned aerial vehicles with ever more advanced technology were developed. How did the camera get on the drones? Drone technology began to be used for civilian purposes in the 1980s, and they have become increasingly common in fields such as filmmaking. Drones had cameras by this point, but their capabilities were limited due to battery life and camera quality at the time. There was also a demand for small-sized drones that could be easily flown, though these miniaturized systems could only carry small payloads like cameras. The cameras on the drones were installed for surveillance purposes only, not to film movies. The civilian use of drones and their cameras came much later than the military use. The CIA was the first to use unmanned drones as spy planes, and it wasn't until the 1990s that technological advances allowed small-scale drone systems to carry better cameras. It was inevitable that consumer technology would eventually get involved with drones as more advanced technologies, such as improved batteries, became more accessible. Initially, you could fly for up to 30 minutes after only 5 minutes of charging, thanks to lithium-ion batteries, which revolutionized the size of today's drones. This meant that drones could be developed for a variety of purposes, including monitoring various locations such as fires or floods. Civilian and commercial drones. Drones were finally allowed to be used for recreational purposes in 2006, and they were no longer restricted to military use. Meanwhile, the Federal Aviation Administration, FAA, passed laws in 2009 making it illegal to fly unmanned aircraft without regulation in order to protect other people's privacy and safety, which later became the most significant barrier to commercializing drones. Many big brands entered the market, and the rest is history. Parrot, DJI, and 3DR were the first companies to produce civilian drones. Drones were not originally intended for filmmaking, but they are now used by both professionals and amateurs for tasks such as aerial mapping. Drones have many applications today, ranging from industrial use cases, such as inspecting power lines or pipelines without putting people in danger, to farming, where drones can be used to improve the efficiency of spraying insecticides onto crops, or determining whether crops require watering or not. Aerial logistics is the use of drones to deliver food, medicine, and other small packages across cities. This was the evolution of the drone. We hope you like the video. Please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon for more videos about the evolution of things. Thank you for watching.